about those things. Do you identify with that kind of thinking, that there's need to go out to the streets and complain about some things that led to the protests in 2024 and are similar even this year?
I support remembrance. It is good to go and remember the youths who we lost, and it's just a way of celebrating them for the fights they did and changes that we've seen so far. But to go and maybe take advantage to still want to fight is not, you're not adding value to your country. It means you're taking advantage of the situation to want to be the bad person or to do it wrongly.
And the Constitution provides for picketing and protests. Why would I be a bad person if I go to the streets?
Article 37 of the Constitution, to be specific.
And you know, when you talk of demonstration and picketing, we've said here before that it is in the Constitution. And we've seen good countries doing it rightly. They march on the street. They buy a certain uniform, maybe a T-shirt, and they brand it, and they go and table their petitions. But what do we see in Kenya? We go and loot businesses of our fellow Kenyans, fellow brothers. If you have issues with the head of state or the government, you go, just go through the street and you loot a business of your fellow.
Do you believe that there are reasons for people, genuine reasons for people to go out to the streets next beyond remembrance and probably protest? Do you believe there are reasons?
I wouldn't want to answer as you've asked it. I would want to say that there is no perfection. When I try to check on this budget that we have for 2026-2027, there are many good things to appreciate about. And since there isn't 100% perfection, there could be one or few that maybe was not done as we expected. So do we run away with the ones that has not been done, or we appreciate whatever we see it's great? Do we have in a weighing scale? Are we honest with also the good things that we are receiving from this budget? Or we just want to fight the government negatively? Just because, and just to mention a few, you notice somebody comes here and says, and mislead Kenyans that there's nothing the government has done. Government has built 23,000 classrooms for JSS just in this regime. We'll never say that. They have employed over 100,000 teachers. We'll never say that. In this budget, they have a budget to confirm 20,000 interns in the education. We'll never say that. In this budget, in this government, we've seen a stable dollar for a longer time, which means a good thing for business people. We'll never say that. There's been fertilizer has been a good price for longer. We'll never say that. You get it? And those are things that really helps our people. I've told you we are doing around 6,000 kilometers of roads. We'll never say that because President the other day mentioned that everywhere I go all over Kenya, people ask for road. And how do you make that road? By going into our pockets. It doesn't have, there's no sudden, we have something as Kenyans, and more when we do not want to open our thinking well, that there's imaginary finances somewhere that the government is going to use to finance all this project. It is through us being taxed. And just lastly, to give my feedback on that is, youths need to understand the time is going. We are not going to be in the youth bracket for long. Ruto is not going to be president forever. Even these old men ahead, they will all retire. We'll be in these positions. That's when now sense will come to our thinking that these are things that really need to be done. And we will be taking responsibilities, being asked these questions that we're asking the government. What we need to do is to be honest with ourselves, that truly we need to be part and parcel of building our country. Where we have a challenge, and we need to ask the head of state, is we still have government officers who are corrupt and they do not deliver. They use the money that have been budgeted wrongly. That's why we want some tightening. We are talking about carrier attaining their targets. Carrier need to pull up their sacks. And so those are things that we need to come and discuss now. We accept that we have to be taxed to develop our country, but we want better accountability going forward. Okay. And just to give a feedback to my brother, never say again that Thika Road hasn't been maintained since Kibaki built it those years. There's a budget to maintain Thika Road every year. Even today, if you are car stalled on Thika Road or you get an accident, there'll be a double cab to get you out. Thika Road is one of the best maintained road in Kenya. You rarely get stuck or bottle. If there is a bottle that maybe you have come across, it might not survive a week. It will be repaired. And today, even if we go, you'll find a stop-up car somewhere. It is maintained yearly.
And probably, if I can, I've not realized, that reports, there are 3 potholes between Utalii Drift and the Pangani interchange along Thika Road, heading towards town. And they need to be checked.
Yes, because,
how did you count that?
It's been